Okay, not the way I planned to start this video, but I'm walking down to the barn. Oh, and there we go. And Mr. V9, Misty's baby boy, was just absolutely sleeping on top of one of the stumps. So, had to capture that. You got about 2.5 seconds of it. Now we're going to go disturb all the babies. We've got some babies that are in sunshine naps. Everybody's getting up now because I'm down here, so it's time for snackies. The pigs are sunbathing. The girls without babies are out in the pasture. And everybody's out and about. So let's go into the barn, because that's not what I planned to do today. Let's at least go into the baby pasture, which is where I plan to start the video. Walking through our empty, pen-free baby stall. Happy day. Hi, Miss Wren. And let's visit with our critters, shall we? Look, everybody's napping in the sun. The sun tends to melt goats, kind of like cats, especially baby goats. You guys following me? Hi. We got JC and her babies here. Misty's little boy who was sleeping on top of a stump. That's hilarious. Hi. My favorite Joker. My snuggle boy. Hi, buddy. Oh, right in my face. Thank you. Hi, sweetheart. So, okay, now that I've completely derailed myself, this guy, you're a snuggle bunny. You just want some loving, huh? That's all you want. Okay, now you're done with me for the moment. For the moment. Misty's doling. So, you guys are all in the wrong spots. Hi. You're all in the wrong spots. I can't get you. I have to turn around. And everybody's showing me their tushes. Oh my goodness, it's so funny. Anyway, so I wanted to come out here and do just a quick thank you video. I cannot believe that we hit over 1,000 subscribers on this channel. This teeny tiny little channel that's now showing you an empty pasture. Way to go, Pam. Let's look at some baby goats, shall we? You guys need to do something. Hi, you need to do something. So 1,000 subscribers. To give you an idea of perspective here, a successful YouTuber, one who actually can make a few bucks and more than pennies, right? Like not enough to live on, but enough to feel like you've got a side hustle, has 100,000 subscribers. So 1,000 subscribers is still micro by any stretch of the imagination. Look at him and Fanta. But it's tremendous when it comes to me and my perspective. So I started this channel, well, I started it a million years ago when it was literally just because I wanted to share some goofy videos from vacation and whatever with family. This was before I even had a farm. Then it sort of stagnated and I didn't do much with it. Every once in a while, I'd throw a video on there that was too big for social media or that I didn't want out in the public but wanted to share with family. That kind of thing. That was probably 10 years worth of this channel. You coming to visit? And then, you know, the farm started, baby goats started, right? That was about 12 years ago, 13 now, I guess. And really, what needed to happen was, I needed to build a brand. I needed to market my baby goats, and I wanted to share them with you guys. And of course, at that time, that started with photos. And taking pictures of baby goats is difficult at best, to say the least. Hi! That's Rensdoling. They're sock monkeys, boys. One of them anyway. He's so cute. Hi, girlfriend. You up in my grill now? You looking for some lovin's? No, you're looking for attention. So, taking pictures of baby goats is fun for me. I get to sit out here for hours and snap a million shots. And then thankfully for digital, I can go ahead and sort through them and hopefully find one or two good ones. But it took a ton of time. And all you got was a picture, right? And it's going to be the best picture that I could find. This was certainly before picture editing was a huge thing. Yes, there's always photoshopping, but you weren't putting filters on it and adjusting backgrounds and all that nonsense. So then I evolved to video format, but in real state, right? 30-second snaps. And again, that made my life a little bit easier because I would just come out here and in complete silence, just, record for 30 seconds, stop, record for 30 seconds, stop, and have a whole bunch of footage and just pick the best few. And then I had to try and come up with a caption for them. What was that thing that I captured that made this one worthwhile? He's showing off. And it was okay. It worked, right? And that was the format of the day. And so Facebook and Instagram got my reels, and everybody got to see 30 seconds at a shot. And I posted them, once or twice a day, depending on my mood. And then they evolved to being able to have music. And of course, I wanted that instead of voiceover. So the reels became, instead of 30 seconds, they started to become 60 seconds, sometimes even 90 whole seconds. And then I had to sit there, and once I picked what the shot was that I wanted to share with you, I had to pick a song that matched it, and then, really come up with a way to message that, right? And it was cute, and it was fun, and I actually enjoy going back and looking at them because I feel like I was very clever with my song choices and, how it matched, but it was a very curated thing. Again, not filtered. I don't do filters, but it was curated. I was selecting. I was throwing away a lot of footage. I was ignoring a lot of footage. It's digital. You don't throw anything away. And just spending a lot of time in the evenings rewatching clips, picking action shots, picking things that I could match up to music. It was okay. It did the job. And then last year, I took it a step further, and I started to have longer videos because it was easier to have less videos to sort. So I would just come out here and kind of do what I do now, right? But I would do it in silence and just, video whatever is going on. And then I would have, 5 to 10 minutes of video to carve through, and I could collect, snapshots. What the heck is that? Connect snippets from that. You guys talking? And I still ended up, clipping it down to 90-second snips and putting music on it. But then I was like, well, I have these videos. Why not put them out there in raw format on YouTube for places that can't do these reels, right? Because the music was it was curated through Facebook's business suite, right? It didn't translate. I wasn't applying the music myself. Facebook was applying it for me, so I could only really work for Facebook and Instagram. So if I wanted to be on other platforms, I couldn't be. And one of my other platforms is Ravelry during baby season. And so I had to share kind of the raw footage with them because that was the only thing I could do. And then suddenly I had baby goat videos on YouTube, and they were public. And, I collected a couple of subscribers, right? I had, 100 maybe subscribers. And most of those were from Ravelry or friends, you know, that I said, hey, you know, subscribe just to make it look good. So that was 3 years ago. And then last year, I converted to, was that 3 years ago? No, that was, gosh, I can't even remember if that was 3 years ago. I think that was last year. So after that, no, here's the story. Yes, it was 3 years ago. Because then last year, I guess it was 2 years ago, last year, I did the same thing, except that I focused more on my quote unquote longer, you know, 5 minute, 6 minute shots. I did a few more focused voiceovers, not much, to be honest. It was still pretty silent, where you got more of the barn noises. I didn't have a microphone, right? I wasn't being fancy. We were just evolving. And for whatever reason, y'all encouraged me. And so after the 2025 babies all went home, normally I would just shut down YouTube and stick to, you know, random posts here and there to keep Facebook and Instagram alive, just because. But y'all encouraged me, and I started doing videos around the farm. And you encouraged me even more, and I did the whole History of the Farm series, and I started to do my Grooming the Goat series. Uh-oh, why are you talking? You're not stuck. There you go, buddy. He's so funny. So really just in general, started to build a library of content. And I thank you guys, because you all really did start to encourage me. Look at these two little boys here, both of them with their ears back. They are a matched set. And they're going to be hairy beasts. Oh my goodness. So at any rate, yeah, so over the last year, I have been slowly building an audience, and by slowly, I mean literally like 2 subscribers a week or whatever, and kind of shouting out to the void and doing all sorts of content with hopes that I'd have a little bit of an audience by the time this season came around. And I am so shocked to be at 1,000 subscribers on that journey, right? For me, a big success would have been 500. 1,000 is insane. You guys are the best. I love the fact that you're here with me. This guy, he's so funny. They're all so funny. Have I said that before? 2 twins snuggling together. So I just wanted to thank you all for being here and being a part of this journey. And it's going to continue to evolve, right? My storytelling hopefully is getting a little bit better. I don't know about that. It's easy when it's baby goat season. It's a little bit harder as the year goes on, but I've got plenty of experiences to share, and I plan on continuing it. So I want to thank you all again for being here and being a part of my community. And if you are still at the end of this video and you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You've already listened to me drone on for, you know, almost 13 minutes. So hit the subscribe button. Come back and watch another one. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. And I will be back with more baby goat videos soon. Bye for now.